What's up guys, welcome to this new chapter of Blue Lock manga review number 280. So we start this chapter where we left off in the previous one. We got to see the panel where Loki blocked Kaiser's shots. You know, everyone is surprised, Kaiser is pissed off and Isagi is trying to figure out this new puzzle like, Loki is so strong and we are entering this new world of prodigies and Isagi isn't part of it. So as we continue, the ball reaches Karasu and with a headbutt he passes it to that super fast guy whose name I couldn't remember for a second. Oh yes, Santetsu. So this guy is running super fast and Isagi is trying to predict the next moves. And now we get to the most important part of the chapter. Isagi has his monologue and it's pretty interesting because he's realizing that the concept of genius is not logical. He starts thinking like, if everyone else is a genius, then what about me? Where is my place among these professionals? And then Isagi approaches Noah and asks him what he can do in the situation. And Noah, without much emotion, tells him that he doesn't care about Isagi as a person and just wants him to bring a theory to beat him. But Isagi didn't have one. So Isagi starts thinking that maybe being a genius isn't about logic, it's more about living freely and becoming the center of the game. This part is really interesting because it ties back to earlier chapters when Isagi was trying to define what it means to be a genius. He even categorized genius into two types, I remember. One is more talent based and the other was more like analytical type. I think I'll pull up the image of that chapter because I'm not like 100% sure about the exact name, but reading Isagi's word right now, he's saying there is only one category that belongs to true geniuses. If you're like the analytical type, you're not actually a genius, and this realization hits him hard because he's literally seeing himself as second-rate player. And then we get a sad panel. At least it felt sad for me because Isagi is thinking his only option is to adapt to the geniuses. Meanwhile, the strikers like Kaiser, Charles and Rin are making plays. You know, the talented ones are out there doing their thing, and Isagi feels like he's always on the sidelines. We get more panels with Kaiser, Rin and Charles attacking a bit. Then we see Rin making a counterattack and here is unable to stop him because Rin is just too strong, and out of nowhere Igarashi appears and blocks Rin, making a foul. Igarashi falls to the ground and Arashi and Hira are like, yeah, it's really tough to stop Rin. And then we switch back to Isagi, who is thinking about all of this. He's always reading his opponent's thoughts with his eyes and using his brain to analyze the field. But now he realizes that he's not that special. A direct shot is something predictable, quite a bit, something that anyone can do. So we are seeing this separation. There are the prodigies, and there are the geniuses. Isagi places himself in the prodigy category, while he puts Rin, Charles and Kaiser in the genius category, for example. And right now, the only way for him to survive is by creating inhuman strategies and incomprehensible impulses to win this match. If not, the prodigies, like him, will disappear, and Isagi is thinking he's going to fade away. He also reflects that lately he's been doing things he can explain logically, and with that mindset, he won't survive in Blue Lock anymore. Even though he wants to beat Rin and win the match, he can't see himself doing that, and this is where I feel like Isagi is breaking down. He's literally starting to lose faith in himself. Then we see a few panels of Figo saying that, yeah, there's a wall of all prodigies. They either become stepping stones or only a few can break through that wall and create a new path. Ego then asks, what is the equation for evolution? How do you turn a prodigy into a genius? And then we end the chapter with this powerful line, I can't win, I can't reach it. Geniuses are far above in the clouds. But just before giving up, Ego will always show the way. The next chapter is called Equation of Evolution, so I think we're going to get some conversation between Ego and Isagi. Maybe Ego will guide him on how to evolve into a genius. Perhaps Isagi will develop a new weapon, not physically but a new strategy for playing football, maybe, because if he doesn't evolve right now, everything will be lost. And Isagi said, there is no place for non-geniuses here. We've got Rin, Kaiser, Charles. These players are just naturally amazing. They don't think about how to play, they just go with the flow and have great skills. And that's exactly what Isagi needs right now. Anyway, that's all for today's chapter. I hope we'll see Isagi develop a new strategy or maybe a new mindset. So yeah guys, that was all for this chapter. I'll see you the next week with chapter 281. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment. Bye.